Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. The Ducks will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hawkeyes offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Oregon's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He uncorks one deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Shadow of the goalpost looming, 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. Running back searching for a hole. He's loose at the 15. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle the guys.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Coming after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans...
Oh, they knock it free! And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The give. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They're getting this guy lathered up.
Well, I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Movement here from the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are using...
Gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Now.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Oregon! Hold it in and after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Oregon 7, Iowa.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second.
What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Oregon 14, Iowa 3.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Soft spot in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Ducks have this offense rolling. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Iowa 3.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
They go to the draw. Just ran him over. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Goes to the option. You'll pitch it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Oregon, 28, Iowa, 3.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Wolf. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and made. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant 1st half performance. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Now they'll run it on the toss. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. He'll send out the kicker here. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And he missed it. No good. They pulled the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. And they got him for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Wolf. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, what a big catch on third down. Going up, catching the football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's off to the races. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Trying to get to him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback checking off. On second down, looking again to throw. Feeling some heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Gets it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right.
Second down.
He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They're trying to get to him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking for a man. It's Wolf. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Iowa! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's right on target. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, my, circle, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his key.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Using the quick game.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Offense getting set for 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. He makes the grab. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get into the midst of those big boys.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
49, Iowa, 10.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to throw. It's Wolf. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. One drive has already ended with a field goal. He gets a hand on it. It's blocked. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Going up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden...
Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off. Great win. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Oregon 56, Iowa 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Line gets set, first down. Looking to pass, it's Wolf. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a plan.
They want to just keep throwing it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Oregon 63, Iowa 10.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver at the middle of the field.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Fires to the right. Holds it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air. It's Wolf. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun. Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Might be looking to run. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He goes out of bounds, but he creates... And a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Snares it outside. It's Pratt. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Strickland. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Gets rid of it. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.